Welcome back to FMA TV, your source for FMA news and information. I'm your host, Vanessa Aiken. I am very happy to report that the FMA's medical liability reform legislation, HB 479, was overwhelmingly passed last week by the Florida legislature.
Question now recurs on final passage for HB 479. Clerk will unlock the machine and members will proceed to vote. Clerk will lock the machine and announce the vote.
88 yeas, 28 nays, Mr. Speaker.
Show the bill passes.
The bill now awaits the governor's signature. The passage of HB 479 is among the most significant legislative achievements of the FMA in the past 20 years. The FMA has been working to pass meaningful medical liability reforms like expert witness certification for over a decade. HB 479 is a comprehensive bill that has many provisions that will improve Florida's litigation climate. Just to highlight a few, the bill now requires an MD, a DO, or a DDS that is licensed in another state to obtain an expert witness certificate before providing expert testimony in Florida. Also, the Board of Medicine and the Board of Osteopathic Medicine will have the specific authority to discipline in-state and out-of-state physicians who provide fraudulent expert witness testimony. The bill also excludes any information regarding an insurer's reimbursement policies or reimbursement determinations from evidence in any medical negligence action. For example, a decision by Medicare not to reimburse a hospital for treatment for a never event would not be admissible to show a breach of standard of care. Another key provision will now allow an insurance company to sell a malpractice insurance policy to a physician that gives the physician the authority to control settlement decisions. These reforms provided by HB 479 would not have been possible if it weren't for the hard work of many dedicated Florida physicians. The FMA would like to thank the sponsors of the bill, Representative Mike Horner and Senator Alan Hayes, who guided this legislation through the legislative process. The FMA would also like to recognize the extraordinary efforts of Senator Don Gates, who was the prime co-sponsor of this bill in the Senate. And we would like to thank the following representatives who co-sponsored HB 479. Representatives Campbell, who is the prime co-sponsor, Broder, Broxson, Caldwell, Coley, Costello, Eisnagel, Fresen, Frisch, Gates, Hager, Harrell, Kriegel, Metz, Nunez, Pasadomo, Petronis, Renuart, and Van Zant. The FMA would also like to thank FMA Chairman of the Council on Legislation, Dr. John Katapodis, for his legislative work, and all of our dedicated members for their grassroots support, which helped the FMA achieve this significant victory. Legislative victories like HB 479 would not happen if it weren't for the FMA Political Action Committee's efforts to elect pro-medicine candidates to the Florida legislature. So, if you are not a member of the PAC yet, please consider joining the PAC online today at flmedical.org. If you'd like to learn more about all the provisions of HB 479, and there are lots of them and they're great, log into FMA Connect on the FMA website. Also, please stay tuned for another legislative update when Governor Rick Scott officially signs HB 479 into law. That wraps up another episode of FMA TV. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.